Hello. Can you hear that beeping? Of course you can, because everybody can hear it. The entire planet can hear it. Or maybe that's a slight exaggeration. My scales, I don't know what is going on with them. They are plugged in and it says AC on the front, but they keep beeping and telling me that the battery's going flat. I think that's what they're doing. I'm not entirely convinced that that's what they're doing, but it's bloody frustrating. Okay, so we are making Anjou, pear and lemon zest. I don't know if this has vanillin in it. I'm going to assume it does because it says it has patchouli essential oil. I don't know if that goes brown, doesn't it? I don't know. I think it does, but I don't know because I don't know essential oils. So I'm going to make an orange soap with a lemon swirl, but I've got this here because I want to put the fragrance in, pour a little bit off and then put the orange in it, just so I can see if it actually goes brown or not, because once I put the orange in there I'm never going to know. So yeah, so let's give this a whiz. This has got everything in it. It's got my goat's milk, my lye, all my oils. I'll just move that over there. I also don't know if it rises or accelerates or anything, so this is a brand newie. It smells quite delightful. I did do a review of it. That would be the candle supply for April, I think. Definitely candle supply, but I'm pretty sure it was April. I'll have another one coming up probably this week or next week, so sometime in May anyway. Alright, that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know why I did that, is I'm going to pour some off in here, which is right the way over there where you can't really see what the hell's going on. Now this is going to go orange, so don't freak out. I am already aware that it's going to go orange. I just need you guys to know that this is lemon sherbet and it generally goes bright orange. So you can see it changing now. See that? So yeah, don't freak out, it will come back to a nice yellow. just does that. Some colours morph and come back, some don't. Now that is a beautiful colour, I have to admit though. Like it's actually a really pretty, it's almost orange pop. Alright, so what I want to do, which is kind of scary, but what we might do actually, well, I might put this a little bit in here, and then I can actually see if it's going to actually do anything stupid. And then that way, if it does, I can just pour this as a layer. It's not ricing, it's not doing anything at all. No, it's perfectly fine. Right, okay. So we don't need that. Oh yes, we will. That's all right. So I want to pour the fragrance in first. This is right. I'll get the hang of this soaping thing one day. I swear, it's like I haven't soaped before sometimes. Oh dear. I was really funny. I found all my old folders with all my old recipes and stuff in it. Like from the I like to organise. It's my zen. A lot of people talk about like meditating and, you know, thoughtful thinking, and I don't know what that's, if that's what it's called, but you know, that's, you know, positive thinking and all that. That doesn't work for me. What works for me is organising. I love to organise. And when I first started soaping, actually for about 2 years by the looks of it, I printed out and wrote down every single recipe. Even if it was the same recipe, I would print out the recipe off soap calc, and then I just had these copious amounts of notes. It was insane, but it's really good to go back and read them. And yeah, I quite enjoyed that. So if you're just starting out, so they're thickening a little bit now. But yeah, if you're just starting out, I'm going to suggest you do the same thing because it's really cool to look back on in the future. So I'm going to make this fairly orange because I don't know, why not? Just why not? Alright, I'll put you over there. You can just get right out of the way and you can watch this. Now I don't want to mix that too much because the fragrance is already in there, and like I said, I don't know anything about this fragrance other than it smells really nice. And yes, I said it had patchouli in it, and yes, I said it smells nice. I can't smell the patchouli. So that's probably why I think it smells nice. But yeah, it's very, what did I say it was? Anjou, pear and lemon zest. It's got, you can definitely smell the pear in it, which I love. I love the smell of pear. I always have. It doesn't have a lot of lemon zest in it. There's definitely more the pear thing going on. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a simple drop swirl with this one because I just want to see how it goes. And being the first time I've ever used this, I didn't want to do anything too fancy with it. But I mean, honestly, it's playing well enough that you could actually do something with it, I reckon. You can't see that because they're so similar right now, but it will be a different colour, I promise. I promise it'll be a different colour tomorrow when I cut it. Oh dear. It's kind of funny how, you know, I mean, working with yellow that morphs into an orange and with an orange soap, it kind of makes it a little difficult. It's the same with doing a blue and green soap with a green that morphs into blue or a blue that morphs into green. These are the challenges we face as soapers. So I've bought some fragrances from Aussie Soap Supplies, thinking, oh, you know, because I had a coconut that doesn't go brown, and that's like the holy friggin' grail. And then I realised that they're 50ml bottles and they're the same price as like the 125s from Candle Supply, and it's like, that's so rude. So this will be the one and only time, I don't care how nice it is, it'll be the only time I buy fragrances from Aussie Soap. And it's also, I also want to prove a point to myself more than anything else. I started off, when I first started soaping, I used to use Aussie Soap Supply fragrances because that's all I knew about. And then I found Eroma and found that there's nothing wrong with Eroma fragrances. I don't think that the ones from Aussie Soap Supply or Brambleberry are any better. And yet people constantly say, oh, they're so much better. And honestly, I think that's a load of rubbish. But I mean, you know, everyone has an opinion, just like they have an asshole. And that's a terrible thing to say. It's true though. I mean, we all have opinions. And they're all very personal and subjective. But it's been a long time since I've used Aussie Soap Supplies. Just this, you idiot. Fragrances. So I just want to prove to myself that I'm not just being biased against the brand, because I'm sort of very anti-brand. I don't like buying things just because they're a brand. Like, I will never ever own a pair of Nikes. Never will I own them. No, just never gonna do it. Just because I just think it's just stupid to just buy things because they have a friggin' brand name on them. But again, that's just my opinion and one of those high horses I like to get on every now and then. But yeah, so I just want to prove to myself that they aren't actually any better. So So I have bought a few, although honestly, if the coconut is nice and not like every other coconut out there that smells like clag glue, and it doesn't go brown in soap, I may buy that again. But honestly, the prices that they're charging, it's too much, and it makes the profit from soap go down a long way when you've got to pay that much for your fragrance, you know. So I just don't think it's worth it. I really don't. Now, there is no point me taking Instagram photos of this lovely lady until tomorrow, because she just looks kind of orange. She'll look pretty tomorrow. You can kind of see. Oh, mother of God. But okay, yeah, you can see my true. Where's my true? See my true? Yeah, soap batter just got in there. Woo! But yes, you can see she is going to have some pretty lines on her tomorrow, but phew, not for now. So I need to go and wash my hands. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lordy. Yep. And maybe put some fake nails back on again, except I can't because I've chewed my fingernails all down too far. There's nothing to stick them to. Alright. Oh, that's just a nice little 11-minute soap. Holy Jesus. Righto. I will see you guys tomorrow. No, I'll see you in a minute for the cutting. Ta-da! Hello. You would think a nice professional channel like this would buy a new piece of foam, wouldn't you? I don't actually know where to buy foam from. I just think that's out of a product. Actually, it is. Come in a box. Alright. Now, I promised that the yellow would come back. See? Because that's the orange. So, yellow definitely came back. This fragrance, it did that weird dewy thing. Can you see that on top? So it hasn't soaked back in. It's been 2 days since I made it now, so I'm not going to wipe it off. I'm just going to leave it because it may soak back in. I don't know, but if it does, that's great. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. Well, this is the slowest pating ever. They were just going really, really slowly. Oh dear. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. I do like the colours. And just, what's this one? Anjou, Pear and Lemon Zest, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, she's got a gel ring and a half. It's a lot more floral now. Now, didn't it say that? No, it did not. Actually, this is the one that's got the patchouli in it. Sorry, I'm just walking off because I'm reading it. It's got tiger orchid in it. So yeah, there's definitely something floral in it, because it's got, yeah, it's definitely got strong floral notes in it now. Like that it smells completely different. So was that really the one that I used? Righto. Does it go that way? It doesn't, does it? I didn't think so. Yeah, see, I don't like this at all now. And when I made this, I'm sure I was carrying on like a crazy person about how much I liked it. I was, wasn't I? Oh my God, it smells completely different. It smells like pear and musk. Pear with a bit of musky perfume thrown into it in the bottle. And yet here, it just smells awful. Wow, it's just like super floral. Well, there's hardly anything going on in there. This was fluid, wasn't it? Was it, I think? I can't remember. I'll remember in editing and probably make fun of myself. So, you can see the gel ring in that one. very. See, that's the thing, like people always say, oh yeah, gel makes your colours brighter. You know, see how nice and bright this orange is around there and how dull it is in the middle? So it doesn't work. So gel does not necessarily make all colours brighter. That's actually a fallacy. So the yellow inside is different to the yellow on top. It may change as it goes now that it's out in the air, so we will see. It looks like, yeah, see on the end here, there's some of that stuff has actually soaked back in, so it may do so on the rest of the soap, which is like why I said I haven't wiped it off, because if it does soak back in, then that's great, although it smells awful now, so but then if it doesn't, I can just wipe it off anyway, so I'll just leave it on until I why has it got a scrape mark over it? I'll just leave it on there until it until I bag them up. And like I said, if it's still there when I go to bag them up, then I'll wipe it off. You can see that the gel ring is smaller because it heats up basically from the middle and outwards, because that's where the heat is concentrated, in the middle. So it goes out like that, and you can you can see that gel ring, and then you'll see that actually you can see that side's bigger and then that side's smaller because that's the way it goes. And then this one, so you got a small one there, and you don't really have one at all on there at all. So because that is the end of the soap. Well, almost the end of the soap. Bloody socks and his cat fur. I cannot get rid of that one freaking cat fur. I thought I had. Yeah, as you can see, there's nothing. That was a piece that went on the end. So there you go. Alrighty, well that is it for what has morphed from a really nice pear and musky kind of scent to a florally thing that I probably won't edit this for at least a week, so if anything changes in that time, it'll pop up on the bottom of the screen somewhere, or the top of the screen, or somewhere on this screen here. Which I don't even know, because it's just weird to me, because you guys watch this and this is the bottom of your screen, and for me that's actually the top of my work area because I'm working that way, so hey, it should all be around the other way. Anyway, whatever. I'll see you for the next one. Bye. Oh no, hey, wait, come back. Don't go, come back. Now we've got our little test soap here. It has discoloured slightly. I don't think I can get this out. Yes, I can. So yes, it has discoloured slightly. Not too bad. I'll see if I can find a soap. Here's one that doesn't discolour, not really, so there's not a lot of difference. Actually, this looks whiter on camera. It's actually not. No, I know this has kind of got like a bit of a yellow tinge to it. Anyway, so there you go. That's it. Alright, now I'm leaving. Bye.